Hello and welcome from southern Germany. This is the Cartago production plant and showroom. So I'm in the showroom right now. I've got two Malibu models here and I'm going to compare them. It's an unfair comparison because it's not comparing like to like, but I've only got these two to actually do it with. But the subject of this video is really going to be this one here, the Malibu T410DB. T stands for semi-integrated. T in German means semi. Till integrate, and that one there, as you see, is a integrated model. And the difference being this is that you can see that the company, the converter, if you like, manufacturer, has made the entire front. There's still a Fiat under that, whereas here you can see quite clearly that it is a Fiat. So, and the rest of it, so you've got the cabin at the front, there you are, that's a Fiat up to there, somewhere around here, and the rest there is from Malibu, or Cartago really. Right, so Malibu was created, I think really is the name of their camper vans. I mean, my Malibu was from 1992. And they did have one from 1988 outside during the summer when I was here in June of 2019. And so they have been using the name, but they then sort of brought back the Malibu as a brand. I mean, it'd be a cheaper brand. Now, many manufacturers sort of have cheaper brands of what they're doing. The Heimer Group, for example, has not only acquired cheaper brands or different brands, but it's also set them up, such as Sunlight, such as Carrado, such as Etrusco, for example. In the case of Cartago, it sort of resuscitated the idea of Malibu, and so this van here came about. But for a cheap brand, this is not exactly what you might call cheap. This van will cost €75,000. So, you know, it's more expensive than some of the vans in some of the other manufacturers, which are not meant to be cheap. Nonetheless, it's something which is very smart inside, looks very nice. It's got, nota bene, a double floor, which is not something you'd normally expect in a cheap brand at all. It looks a bit different, but the internal construction is almost exactly the same. Well, not always. Maybe it doesn't have Alco chassis at the moment, as far as I'm aware. Although I dare say it will have by the time you get around to watching this video. This with the Cartago brand maybe would cost another 10,000 plus, more, 15,000 maybe 20,000. Other things though in the construction, it's got the aluminium in a wall, for example, and the walls themselves are from the same materials. Right, so having said all that, you can see, for example, here, compared to some of the Cartago models, I mean, it's very, very similar. You've got the molded sink, which is a feature until very recently, was that something you'd find in expensive high-end vans, you know, something like Morello or Concorde or something like that. But now it's become a regular feature, not only in things like this though, but also even Chausson, which is I think fair to say, a cheap manufacturer comparatively. They've got them. Right, anyway, so this is my favourite layout. There you go, the bed at the back, 210 by 147 centimetres. 210. People ask me about this. Where can I find, I'm over 2 meters in height, what van will do for me? Well, here's one, for example. Entrance into the garage. Oh, I'll take this thing up here. No, I'm not going to show you that. I've got a feeling I won't get the thing back in again. There you got a bit of storage in there. Kitchen, quite honest, I scarcely tell the difference between this and the Carthago model. Okay, the furniture looks a bit different. Maybe it's made from cheaper materials. Personally, I can't tell. Or maybe the Carthago one does look a bit more elegant. Fridge is exactly the same. Yeah, Dometic. And now this is a semi-integrated, so you've got deep storage there, but the storage down here won't be very deep at all. Now we'll have a look at this. Then we'll have a look what's on the floor down here. Storage there, the same as in some of the Carthago models, and here as well it's exactly the same. It shows the same chassis that's being used, and the most expensive bit of vans is it's the body. It's what you can't actually see. The engine, for example, you can't see the engine, of course. You have to open the bonnet first, but that's where the cost is. Okay, in this case here, the payload in the garage 250. Well, the Carthago model maybe it's 300. But your gas there, and you've got storage under there. The thing I opened earlier is down there. Huge amount of storage in what is considered to be or considered by the company a cheaper brand. Right, so there you have 8 integrated and 7 semi-integrated models. Malibu integrated 460 LE. It's not a fair comparison because it's not the same type of van. Integrated, so it's got a bed up there. Furniture looks different, but as you come down here, this absolutely looks like some of the Carthago models. I'm sure they put it on the same line as the Carthago ones would. This bit here is exactly the same. You've even got this nice little feature to open up the wardrobe with. And also, I mean, the floor storage under the floor, pretty good. Okay, so let's get some of the details of it, such as the length. Oh, I didn't show you this. This thing here, there you go, 77,150, so it's a bit more expensive than the other one, but only a little bit. Weight, empty weight here, sorry, 2,785, so over 600 kilos, sorry, 700 kilos of payload. If it's on a 3.5 ton basis, you could put it on a 4,250, which will make it even well over a ton of payload, well over a ton of payload. And 725 centimeters, 227, and 294 in height. Right. Now the overwhelming amount of people who buy vans don't really get much of a choice, because they buy what's near to them and what the sort of the layout that they want. I don't think often they're so brand conscious. Let's have a look here. This one here, 666 centimeters long by 227 wide, 294 in height. I wonder if they're saying that to differentiate it from the Cartago brand. So, okay, in this case there was a 9,000 extra in 75,000, or approximately 10,000 extra, shall we say, in extras. The biggest one there, oh no, second, the third biggest, got the panoramic skylight, the chassis packet and the comfort packet. The details of, oh, there they are. Let's see, find out what's in them there. You can have a quick look there and work it out afterwards. So great, so I hope you found that of interest. Trying to do it somewhat quickly. Not that there was any need to do it quickly, I could have spent all day doing it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and things above to subscribe and support on Patreon.